What up, what up, what up? What up, everybody? Who's in the house? Who's in the house? How y'all doing? Skirt. Turn the lights on. No Beyonce. How's your day, guys? If you had a good day today, talk to me. Talk to me. Mic check, mic check. Yep, mic's good. OBS looking good. Everything looking good. Hey, yo, Usman. How you doing, brother? Always showing the support. I like it, man. How was your day? So far, so good. Every day, always good, man. Life is good. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. We had if you guys are looking, what we had on the daily time frame was a way, so just took some scalps during lunch. Very good. 12 noon, yeah? Very good. You know, that's the advantage of having the ability to be able to scalp. You know what you're looking for. You know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly how many handles you need. You know your number of reps. Boom, boom, boom. And before you know it, you're up. And it sounds like it's too easy, but we know nothing is easy. But if you put in the hard yards to learn, and then again to that reset you mentioned yesterday, today, 12:51. Let me go to it. But before I go to it, we had we came right into a special PD array in there, plus that inefficiency, and then we bounced. So, and then this is the 15-minute, came right there, rallied high and high. So basically we just took all of London, which was amazing because I like that we took London, pre-New York, London, and midnight. We completely reversed the whole thing. Let me go down to the 1 minute and let me see what you're talking about. Usman said 12:51, 12:51. Ooh, let me see. Well, 12:50 close was 28045, and the open, yeah, 2045.75. They're the same. They're the same actually. There's no reset in there. There's no reset in there. I think maybe you're talking about a different time. Are you talking about a different time? I can see a couple of them. Ooh, I've got my bikers around. I've got the bikers. So on the 1 minute time frame, okay, my mistake. It looked like that to me. Yeah, maybe you're looking at something else. You might be referring to a different quote unquote reset. But anyway, on the 1 minute time frame, we've got this fair value gap, 1120. We've got 1118. We've got these things in here. But yeah, we've got that. And so you guys should know, by the way, that whenever you rock up, whenever you just get into a session, it is a healthy practice to get your buy side and sell side possibilities, right? But also what is even healthier, not because you're locked into a direction or you're locked into um, a particular perspective, an idea, but an even healthier idea is to have a quote unquote gun to head, because what it does is it forces you to employ everything when it comes to reading charts, when it comes to knowing what direction price is going to go. It forces you to employ these tools or these skills, and then you just want to wait and see. And over time, what tends to happen, especially for beginners, what tends to happen is you start finding that your bias is accurate. So let's say, for example, you want price to be delivered higher. You want price to go up, basically. Well, if you notice that you keep having a better streak or there's an improvement on your analysis, it means you're doing something right. You're looking at the right things at the right time. Because how do you know, for example, that at this time, let's say 11:30 New York time, price is supposed to go up, but you're predicting that. You're predicting that. What if it goes lower? It could do anything, which we all know, but predicting it, employing those skills to be able to get the right prediction, that's where you're growing in your skill, especially as a beginner. Because this is what the professionals are doing, right? So, but basically, let me get into before I address that. So today, what happened on Discord? Well, for the first time, instead of just razzling dazzling or razzle dazzling, instead of just trying to impress people, I decided, you know what, I'd rather equip them with something. Let's build a foundation. I want people to be able to read price like I do, because that's the name of the game, right? I mean, you've got this guy who gets on YouTube and he talks about these things and he makes it look easy. Of course, it's not easy, but making it look easy is what I guess you'd call the professional's way, right? But anyway, here we are. So we had this bearish order block there. You remember the name of the game? I'm just gonna take that off. So basically what happened was, if I click here, the bottom right where my mouse is, you have electronic trading hours. So that's why you can see everything before 9:30 open. But when I click on that and I switch to regular trading hours, you're going to see a major difference. You see that? What that major difference is that you're now switching to real market institutional hours. Basically the majors, if you can call it that, the major times. And that is just 9:30 New York time. That's the market open. And previous day, 4:15. Well, 4:14.59. So the closing price of 4:14 is the close. That's the market close. And you just want to get the opening to previous day close. And you just want to get the quadrants. So these are the settings. If I click on that, if I toggle the mouse over there, you see settings just above it. Let me move this so you can see it. You see that? Settings, style, it's 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. Now these are, simple things that beginners can take advantage of. If you are here and this is your first time, well, just enjoy the content and enjoy some of the little nuggets, right? It's starting to dawn on me that maybe there are people who are not as advanced in nicety concepts like I may be. I mean, even in the Discord, of course, you would expect that, right? If you're well studied and you have the confidence and you know what you're talking about, it makes sense that other people would have to, catch up to you to a level, right? So this is what I'm talking about. Look at that, 50%. Now I'm gonna do that so you can see. So basically what I got was the opening price to the closing of previous day on the regular, right here, regular trading hours. And this is what you're gonna get. You get 50%. I'm just gonna do this. And there you go, 50%. Let's make that a big old line. You feel me? Yup. So there you go, 50%. Very interesting coincidence, right? Nope. It is never a coincidence when these things keep panning out. Just like the way we describe every single day. Hey, Munoz Paul, how you doing? Is it fine to add the other quadrants as well? When you say other quadrants, do you mean like the octants, like the eighths? Is that what you mean? Like say this, like I have the template already downloaded, like already saved. So, but you're talking about that? Like this? I may actually talk about octants today because I'm getting a whiff, especially on Twitter, but I'm getting a whiff. I'm getting a whiff that people actually don't understand octants. So obviously you see that I don't like using these lines. You can tell I don't like it because it makes it look like, which one? That's the genuine question. I mean, if we're all being honest, the question we would be asking if we didn't know what we were doing would be, which one? Is it this one? Is it this one or the 50%? Or is it the 12.5? So I understand the difficulty people have. But what you cannot deny, though, is the way they refer to these prices at specific times. And it's in order. There's a sequence to these octants, folks. There's a rally right there. That's what we call that fair value gap, right? BISI, or buy side imbalance. Basically, it's just that gap. And why is it a gap again? Just to remind those who may not know, you have it's a 3 candle formation. So you have candle number 1, this sell candle, this black candle. And then you have candle number 2, which closed here. And then the next candle opened and closed above. So the fact that this candle number 3, its low price, did not touch candle number 1's high, that is what we call a gap, a fair value gap. But the reason why it's a fair value gap is just simply because there's no immediate rebalance. So in other words, when it closed here, it didn't immediately close that range. Anyway, these are simple, easy things. But if you're a beginner, I can understand if you do not know. But basically, here we go. This is what we got. Up there, and then we close right there. And then it completely just, so here's the problem. Here's the problem people have. They'll be saying, well, why did it just, at 11:43, why did this candle just go right through? Why not just respond like this candle here? Why did it go right through? And also, why did this go right through? Why did this candle stop here? Why did this one almost touch the 50% at this time? And when it was coming lower, it touched. Wick through, but never closed, and then this one closed below. So it makes it look like, what's going on? And this is the problem that I really do understand. And by the way, you can see, look at that. the fair value gap that I was drawing earlier there, touched right there. So you can't say we didn't mark it beforehand, right? But anyway, it's the same thing. Just it's a fair value gap. You expect fair value gaps to act as draws to pull price towards them. That's what you want to see. Sometimes you want to use them as entries for a direction, but other times, if you would like, you should use them as targets, as draws on liquidity, your directional target. That's a way of using them successfully. But anyway, so the point is, it is obviously well known, especially amongst ICT students, that these lines are not the reason why you have these candles printing right there. I mean, we know that for a fact. But at the same time, with the same token, I think people are misunderstanding the purpose of what an octant is. So let me talk about that for a little bit. What octants are, these 12.5 increments, these 12.5 fractal subdivisions, what they are is actually real, folks. Yes, I know. You're not going to see me using them in my active activities, all that kind of stuff, but they're there for study. What is being done is that ICT is taking an application. He's taking this. So octants, they're not ICT's invention. He knows that. You know that. Anybody who is familiar with the financial markets, they will know that octants are not ICT. That's not his invention. He didn't come up with that idea. Neither did you and neither did I. Octants go all the way back before algorithmic trading. Octants were the things that were used. Do your research. The 12.5 increments, subdivisions, that's how they measured pricing, folks. That was how they measured pricing. And what's being done is the logic is being derived, is being taken, and is being applied to inefficiencies. So because they're being applied to inefficiencies, that's why you're going to get a lot of these type of special reactions. Because these things, they follow a sequence. But it allows you to, it's like a, that's why he calls it a chain. So you can focus on the chain if you want. It still doesn't change the fact that you have to predict these candles. But basically these lines or these octants, this is the half, this is the quadrant, and these the 12.5s. 12.5s are the octants, right? These prices are being used as a chain of where you expect price to have relationship with. It's like a rung on the ladder, when you're climbing a ladder, like each rung, you hold one and then you lift your leg and then you go higher and then you lift it. Yeah, that's what they are. You climb up like that and then you come back down through the ladder. Then you go up like that, come back through the ladder. And that's what's going on all day, every day. Now, I did an exercise with my people on Discord. Shout out my lot. Shout out my people. Hey, what's good, XT? Glad to see you here, man. But yeah, I did an exercise where I showed them a different application of octants. And obviously, they were impressed, of course, because it wasn't the octants that was being used. It was the fact that you could read live, predicting candle by candle, by the way. I'm not talking about like, oh, there's a fair value gap here. So after a while, price is going to come back lower into the fair value gap. You know, this orange zone. It ain't that, folks. Look at that level of precision. Look at that. Do you like that type of precision? Would that type of precision help you in your analysis? When you see things like this line up and you're seeing the connection, would it help you? But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I was just impressing them, and I was trying to show them. I was trying to make the point. I said to them, I'm going to do it this way just to make the point. Now remember, I don't even run it like that. I don't use this. I don't lean on these things. That is me reading fair value gap, sweep liquidity. There you go. Right? That's what XSC said. Usman said that fair value gap also on 7 to 730 range quadrant. Ooh. Special times. Special times. I say nothing. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I was doing with them yesterday. And yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yes, yesterday. And I was just, you know, showing them, making a point that these things are not the be all and end all. Like, these are not the things that will sharpen your trading for you. But yet I was still showing them candle by candle how to use these things. Because when you understand what's going on, when you know the strategy, or when you know it in and out, there's no fear. There's no fear, folks. You could literally just rock up and do a thing and you're done. And every day you lay it down. Look at that coincidence. Right there. Boom, reverse, come back to the line, back to our PD array there. So I just wanted to, you know, like say all that to say that if you find yourself in a place where you're getting confused over these lines, I can categorically tell you and assure you that's not what's going on. The floor traders, they used octants. The floor traders, the old school guys, the OGs, that's how they used octants, folks. That's how they measured it. You can do your research. You don't have to take my word for it, but I know what I know. It's on Google. It's all over the internet. If we could just put a bit of effort to do some research, we'll be able to know what these things mean and why they tend to work. Because what it is, it's not what moves the algorithm, which goes by, you know, which by the way, you know, goes to show, to tell you that it is definitely not buying and selling pressure. It is definitely not based on orders and volume and all this nonsense. The people that are controlling it, this is a closed circle. And then it became algorithmic. And now a computer does it. But guess what? A computer has been doing it since way before 1971. 10 years before. A decade, folks. 1961. The computers were already working, setting price. Do your research, people. It's all on Google. We all have access to the same information, right? But anyway, yeah, I thought I just wanted to address the octant stuff, and hopefully that gives a bit more clarity. You know, because on one level it's like, yeah, I'm gonna use the octants, and it's like, no, like they're not completely useless. They're an application. You use them as a method of application. And I think it's a whole bunch of idiots, real dumb. I'm talking about like real dumb people who don't know how to speak. Real dumb people who they don't even know what they don't know. And some of them practically steal from you. They steal your ideas. You post about certain things and then they steal them, and you know, they claim it is theirs. That's what I don't like. That's why when it comes to, this, this strategy thing, I always give glory to God, and I always give the credit to the man who invented it. I don't claim nothing. I claim nothing. It's not about me. I just learned the right information and I use it for myself as intended. But anyway, yeah. So the point is, if you look at this the 50%, I'm gonna get the 16th of this level. So we're talking 980, because I want to show you something, just so you can know. It's 980 to 10 right there, and I'm just going to get the 50%, and then I want you to pay attention to here. You see that? You see that there? You see that there? You see that there? You see the manipulation there? Fair value gap here, fair value gap there, CB, BC, like a bearish one, a bullish one. You see that there, and then you see that there. So how about you break it up and you break it into 16th if you want that support resistance looking thing. That's why I'm saying these things are not what makes the market flow. They are an application for the trader to be able to see what's going on. So don't discount that something is an application. It makes no sense. You end up looking stupid when you criticize something just because you don't know what it is. I don't use it because it's too many lines on a chart. That's what I criticize. But do I criticize the actual application? No. That's why it's a chain, folks. All right. So with all that said, welcome to Algowick TV. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the free live stream on YouTube, where we talk about markets, we talk a little bit about this and a little bit about that, and then hopefully we share a nugget or two just to prove, just to show people that we know what we're talking about, or we have a different level of knowledge in comparison to others in this domain. That's the goal. That's what I try to impress upon people. Okay, so we have this right there. I'm just going to leave it right there to 2 p.m. and then we're gonna zero in on the 1 minute. How would you like some candle by candle? OG said you should start teach content from ICT. Nah, bro. Nah. I don't, sorry, excuse me. I don't want to reteach ICT's content. I don't know. Like, I just don't feel, I don't know, something about it just doesn't sit right. Number one, because the content is already out there. That's number one. I really understand them, and it is obvious that I have a deep insight into ICT's concepts. The things that I use in efficiency is what, the logic, the framework, which for some reason it seems like folks still don't fully understand how inefficiencies work. Because I do hear some things here and there, and I'm like, no, that's not what it is. Like, I'll give you a great example. When I spoke about deactivation, I spoke about deactivation earlier in the year, okay? So this was what, April? I spoke about deactivation in April. This was April 3rd, by the way. And this was on Twitter. Spoke about it in a space. It was cool. Did my thing. But before that, last year, I spoke about it in a private group. that I had at the time. It was only 4 people. Like, it wasn't like, it was free. There wasn't anything like, it was just, just a group of friends. I consider them friends. They've been really helpful to me. I really appreciate them. But yeah, like, it was that. So this was way back last year. This is last year. Now, here's the funny thing. There are 2 people in that group who can definitely certify that I spoke about deactivation in 2024. 2024. Deactivation. Yep. So, and that's just them. That's just those 2 people in that group. I realized what was going on algorithmically with inefficiencies the year before. The year before. But now, folks want to take that and they want to call it something else. Because they think it's like, oh, they think when fun guy on the mobile but still checking in for exercise. Bro, you're in the in crowd now. I wasn't in the hangout. Was it good? Did you manage to get a better insight on what we're doing, by the way, in Discord, phone guy? Just just throw a yeah or something short. But yeah, but folks want to take some of these ideas and they want to make it sound like they came up with something, they invented something, and things like that. It genuinely breaks my heart, to be honest, because it's like you share these things for the benefit of the community, but not for someone to take that and then try to claim like they invented the thing. And when you listen to the explanation of the concept that they quote unquote inventing, it's literally what I was saying. Like almost word for word, verbatim. So, things like that, it just makes you feel like, okay, now, out of being polite, I'm not going to say anything. But there are people who see. There are people who see, there are people who can tell, there's something off. And so this is what I say to people. If you really got it like that, if you really got it like you say, pull up a live stream. No pressure. You don't even need to, I don't care about your personal activities. Just show me candle by candle how that specific theory works. But it has to be candle by candle on the 1 minute chart. I mean, I don't want to increase the challenge to even seconds chart, but 1 minute chart. Just show me, rock up and show me candle by candle. Like, I mean, every single candle. Show me every single thing that needs to happen, but based on that theory though. That's how you know. Phone guy said it was decent. Hi James, give me some confirmation on the idea. So it was great. Excited for tomorrow where you said we'll go into greater detail. Then once I can understand the idea better, I'll backtest my hedge and execute, and all about learning and coming with my cup empty. Absolutely, sir. That's the right attitude. That is the right attitude. By the way, let me tell you guys something, right? Let me tell you something. God, the Lord Jesus, he is a cup filler. He goes about filling cups. If you bring him a small cup, he'll fill it, it'll run over, he will overfill, because that's his grace. That is his goodness. That is his number 5. Get it? That's who he is. He does it out of the abundance of his heart. That's who the Lord is. So if you know that he's a blesser, he's a grace, he's a giver, why not bring a big old bowl? Bring a whole pot. Don't bring a cup. Bring the biggest cup you can think of and let him fill it. What is your cup? Your cup is your heart. Your cup is your mind. Your cup is your spirit, your attitude. Your cup is your approach to receive. Your cup is your faith, your belief. We live in a world where people are breaking their own cups and they wonder why they don't get blessed. A little bit of preaching in there, right? Anyway, so here we are. So here's what we got. We are back in the zone. You want to see a CB right there. You want to see a CB. You don't. Let's see. We got 20 seconds. So this candle right now, 207. You would like to see a CB, a shallow one at that. That's what you like to see. You don't want to see this, this little. So check it out in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, boom. You see that? See how it closed? You see the close? Right there, folks. I was doing the countdown. 3, 2, 1. I said it's a shallow. You want to see that? Now, let me actually expand on that just to show you what I'm talking about. When that candle closed, the second this current candle opened, wouldn't that be a CB? Wouldn't that be a fair value gap? The moment it opened, and guess what it did? Immediate rebalance. You know what that is? That's recalibration. So I have no fear. I have no fear for this low. This candle's low is 207 low. So come on now, dip into it. Okay, I'm online. Okay, I got people watching me. Okay, I got people saying, let's see if you can do it again, bro. Let's do it. Let's see. Do you really got it like you say, bro? Do you really got it like you say? Okay. Yeah. I know you folks like the entertainment, right? Excuse me. So basically, what you got is this right here. Remember this? You guys remember this right there? You guys remember that? Go on now. Do what you must do and don't embarrass me, okay? Okay? You're making me look bad right now. Gregory Henry, how you doing, brother? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to Algowick. Welcome to Algowick. It's funny because this specific price action, I was explaining that today on Discord. What do you want to see? How do you want price to print? When you get these specific types of prints. You see that? Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. And I was explaining to them, when you have these types of prints, this is what you do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, where was it? Doing great. I love your work. Brandon intro. Oh, really? Very good. Very good. I like that. Yeah, Brandon is a great friend. Great. I love him to bits. He's a great friend. Big bro, for sure. Anyway, look at that, folks. Look at that, people. Look at that. I know you saw that. I know you saw that. I know. You saw me get the 50% of this wick, and you saw me get the 50% of this wick. And look at that. Tap. And I was talking to you about, look at this low. And look, boom, right there, folks. Oh yeah, nah, sorry. It's not your fault no more. I stopped posting about the lives. I'm trying to grow like an organic following. Trying to see maybe folks will rock up without announcement. I'm trying to see how the analytics would work. But yeah, James said, I saw that, bro. Phone guy said, I saw that. Yep. Look at that, people. Precision, right there. Before it went there. Before. Boom, very short of block, deep discount, this low, this low. And now you want to see that, well, you see what I mean? It printed too fast, folks. But basically, I was going to say you want to see this right there, like that. You want to see this right here, like that. Now, check this out. What happens if you get a green candle that goes through here, like that? If you are bearish, you do not want to see that. So I'm going to take it to 10, and I'm going to take it to 30. So 230, okay? You see that, folks? If you're bearish, you do not want to see that. You see that? Look, 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 look. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? You see that? Right? Did you see that? Huh? I gave you an implied dealing range. This is an implied mounting. Do you get me, yeah? This is an implied mounting. Boom. If you're bearish, you do not want to see the body close above this low. And you saw the way it closed there. It gapped up right on the dime, on the line. And bearish drop. Lower low, lower low. And that's all she wrote. Do you think that I'm in control? Candle by candle, yo. We got 4 seconds. 4 seconds. Now, pay attention to this. Look, this body 50%. Okay? Candle by candle, people. Candle by candle. The only thing that invalidates me is recalibration, but I want to see recalibration right here, right now. Like big old, like, pay attention to that. Okay? We got about 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Pay attention. Watch. Okay, so normally, what's going on? Normally, you want to get the mean threshold of this candle, right? Normally, that's what you want to get, because that will be the mean threshold of this bullish candle. But if you get this one, the mean, the 50% of this body, that's what you call problem. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want problems, y'all. Problems basically mean price is trash. Now, here's the question. What do you think is going on here? Pay attention to this low, this one. You see that? Touch. Now, a body close above that low. Notice how it tapped. Notice how it tapped. We got 30 seconds. Now, a body close above that will take you to this 27933. Okay, so let's get back there. Pay attention, y'all. You see that? Oh, don't do me dirty. Go through it, man. Go through it. Give me that body close, man. You got 4 seconds. I command you. Boom, shaka, laka. Boom. Folks, look at that. Look at that. Am I bearish? Did I tell you I'm bearish? No, dog. What am I doing in there? What am I trying to show y'all in there? Did I tell you price is gonna lay lower with speed there? No. I'm trying to show you I got control. Different kinds of control. This is what you call my controller. Controller. I am showing you 3 different types of controller PD array. Listen, folks. Pay attention. My lines are what they get. Man, my English is going all over the place. My lines are what get respected, folks. My lines. Not some quadrant, not some octant, not some nonsense. My lines. Absolute control. Price is trash. It's not going anywhere. Oh, look at that. He's struggling. I'm controlling the price is trash right now. I'm controlling what prints. I'm the man. Control, baby. Control. Candle by candle. Each candle will open. You have a bias. Are you bearish? Are you bullish? Each candle. I told you this 50%. I'm gonna make it bigger so you can see the one I'm talking about specifically. This open to close. I told you pay attention there. A body close. Man, I told you guys, man. I told you guys. A body close above this low will take us to the 50%, and you saw me draw the zone there. Is price trash right now? Yes. What does that mean? Who's in charge? And you wonder why people want to join my Discord? You wonder why people are like, I want to learn from this guy. He believes in God. He's a honest man. I like your character, bro. You're honest, you're real. You're not trying to play shenanigans, no indicators. You're really about the price action. You really understand this thing. That's what people are saying to me, folks. I don't curse. I'm not about the shenanigans. No games. I try to give my best. I try to honor man, and I try to honor God. I don't do no nonsense. No gimmicks for the gram. No nonsense. But when it comes to price action, my God, He's in charge. My Lord, He's the one in charge. He's in control, and He helps me out. That's what's going on, folks. That's what's going on. He's the one in charge, and He backs me up every time. Every time. Because He will never put His children to shame. Have you ever thought about that? What you need right here, you need to look at that, folks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That low to that low right there. I'm implying a zone. I am implying, folks. It's an implication. Now, pay attention. This thing is gone. Look at that. Look at that. Is it gone or is it coming? Is it gone? Is it gone? Have to crash, but I'll catch you remember in the morning. Yeah, man. Is it gone or what? Oh, bro, give us some analysis. You want some signals? Is it gone or what? Where did it go? Premium. Where was it when I said it's gone? Did you see the mouse when I said it's gone? Boom. Up there. There you go. Is price trash? Yes. Is this what you want to be trading? No. Am I the market maker? It looks like it. Why? Because there's a sequence, folks. This ain't no woo-woo nothing. There's a sequence indeed. There's an order. There's a code. I've been giving you guys candle by candle from, I think, 207 the whole time. 207. So that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 15 candles, because I didn't currently read this one. 15 candles, folks. Can you do that in a nonsense, absolute trash printing like this? Can you dictate that? Huh? Where the trolls at? Where are they, man? I want to see them. Where are the trolls now? Twitter, come on now. Come outside. Huh? Come outside. Where are you at? I ain't seeing y'all. Y'all hiding behind your tweets. You're hiding behind. Where are you, man? Where are you, Lord? Price is trash. Is this trash? Does this look trash to you? Where did we were meant to get this from 210 to 225. I think it was 225. Yeah. Yeah, it was 225. So now pay attention, people. So far, what have we had? We're in this orange zone, whatever you want to call it, right? We're in this gig. We are dictating this range. This range is holding price between 207 low and current price. So you have another 2 minutes to get a busy. So either 224 or 225 gives you the actual busy candle. That's what you want to see. That's just what you want to see. So this candle can either give you a busy or a CB, sorry. Basically, like you have two candles, so this current candle to give you a fair value gap. How about that? Not at all, but would love to do it with time. Nah, for you guys in my chat, I love you guys. You guys are supportive. You're always showing support, so I appreciate you guys. But the people that I do not appreciate are the people who are here. I know they're here. Guess what? I know for a fact they watch my streams. They do. Because I see some of those tweets, yo. I see some of those tweets. Man. So here we go. Last chance to give you an inefficiency. Otherwise, you're going to get delayed protraction. Pay attention, folks. Delayed protraction. You're going to get a fair value gap. And if it doesn't happen right, like on this candle, so this candle closes above this candle's high, the 224 high, like that, and then 226 gives you like a bullish candle, or basically the other direction. Just watch. You got 13 seconds, 12, 13. So basically a fair value gap, you're going to get a delayed protraction, which means in the next 3 candles, right? Did we get it? No, we didn't get it. So that means in the next 3 candles, price is trash, is going to break. Come on now. Give me that delayed. Huh? I already put my word down for you, baby. Huh? Where that fair value gap at, baby? Come on, give me that sugar, girl. You know you want some. Give me that sugar, baby. Give me some of that. Give me some. So this is 226. So it's 226, 227, 228. Okay? Between 226, 227, 228, I am expecting that fair value gap to form. One of those candles will give you that gap, like that gap that you need to see. And it's going to be like a pew. It's going to be like a big old spike, like big fat long candle. You feel me? OG said we in premium, but it looks like price won't close higher. Nah, it's just it's basically working the implied controller there. That's basically what it is. It's working the implied fair value gap there. So that's what I did. I implied a fair value gap. So this yellow thing that you see me moving there, it's an implied quote unquote fair value gap. That just goes to show the people who think implied fair value gap is only about wicks, implied fair value gap is only about like I don't know, like yeah, they don't have a breeze, yo. Anyway, delayed protraction 26, 27, 28. Man, this thing needs to go. You need to go, boy. You need to give me a candle 2 of a fair value gap. This is the last chance. This is my last chance, folks. This is my last chance. Otherwise, man, I'm cooked, man. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, man. I'm losing control. Now, check this out. You want to see recalibration right here. Like you want to see that. Bah, 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 boom, bah, like big old move. Like you want to see that. Bang, bang. Bang. Like that. Like bang, bang, bang. That's it. That's it. Bang. You see that? You all see that? Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Manipulation. That's what it is. That's what it is, people. It is 1 more minute to man, this controller. I told you guys, the controller is the one PD array I literally have no influence over. It's a tough one. You cannot control the controller, people. You need to submit. So there you go. We were at 25 there, and now we're going to 30 there. Did we get that SIBI? No. Now, did we get an implied SIBI like the one with the wicks? Yeah. Could I play some tricks and do one of these things if I can get it? If I can get it, I guess I can't. I guess I can't even feature my settings. Never mind. I was just basically gonna turn off the wicks just to make the point, but we didn't get it. Here's your low, 217. Here's your spike. You give it to me at 230. A big old move. Bang, bang. Right? So what you want is you want that rejection block. Rejection block. We got 20 seconds. Like that. So you have, if you do this, you see that? See this close, close, close? It's like building up. All this is controller, folks. It's what it does. I've been talking to you guys about it. This is what it does. This is just, it's literally the code. I've noticed this so many times. Nobody can convince me otherwise. It is what it does. Once you see that, like that. And what is it exactly? It was just, right there. If I can back in, boom, shakalaka, like that. Right. Muniz Paul, kindly re-explain how that implied controller comes about. Well, it would be an advanced tool, wouldn't it? Basically, what I did was I took this low and the 50% of this body, this one, and I got the right, that's what it was, yeah, and I got the like a zone, like a, you know, this thing here, like that. And you could see how it was being used to refer to price. And you have you've got this low there. I'm gonna take that off because we don't need it anymore. I'm gonna take this off because we don't need that anymore. I'm gonna leave this on because I'm a bit skeptical about this low. I actually am. I'm a bit skeptical just because of the way this thing is printing. I'm a bit skeptical about that low, but we'll see. So we've got about, what time is it now? 2:33. So this is what prices trash does. This is what it looks like, as you can see. And there you go. There's your rejection block being touched. And we have a big animated nice candle there. Took this high, took that high, went past the implied fair value gap, the actual implied fair value gap PD array. So I can take that off now because the work is done there. And we close this candle close in about 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New candle, 50% gain. Boom, shaka, laka. Look at that. Boom, ba. There you go. Brrra, pa, pa, pa. Let's get the quadrant. Bang, like that. Into the zone. Pa, 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 pa. So basically what you want is by the time this candle closes, you want that big old BISI. You just want to see a BISI. That's what you want to see. We've gone into the into this bearish order block, all of this stuff there. And you just want price to be maintained. You know, this is what it does, as you can see. It's trying to create a new inefficiency just so we can then, there's an application that I showed the guys on Discord. I obviously can't show it here, but you know, so you have that low, gentlemen. You have that low. There you go. How low can you go? I'm going to put a line right there, gentlemen, just so you see. You see that jittery? You like that? There's a big old move. The big mountain. There you go. Now be a good sport, shall ya? Be a good sport, will ya? Does this look controlled to your? Trust me. Some people are trying to figure out, how did he get that? I know that for a fact. I know right now there are people who don't even talk in the chat, folks. They lurk in the background. And they don't like Cappuccino Jones, man. You see them on Twitter. I promise you. These people are on Twitter. You see them. But they're here, lurking, trying to figure out how is he doing it. I keep hearing my name. How did you hear your name? Big old trader. Where did you hear your name? Oh, look at that, folks. Look at that. You see the contact? Big O many times. How you doing, man? How was your day? How was your day, bro? I see you're cooking it up on Twitter. By the way, guys, this is Big O Trader, the blind trader. You know, he's blind, but he's cooking. Big old cooker. Look at that, folks. Does that look controlled to you? I'm good, bro. One account is sitting pretty. One is in the red right now. Two are not touched. Hey, you know how it goes. You know how it goes. You will easily clear that red one. The one in the red, you will clear that easy. Just got to pick your shots. Keep it low risk. I mean, you can't tell a blind man anything. He won't listen to you. He can't hear you. He can't tell a blind man nothing. He can't hear you at all. Well, yeah, man. Nah, today so far, honestly, if I'm being honest with y'all, I think today's one of those days where you need to start considering, what is this? What is that? What is that? What is that? Like, price is trash. But even though price is trash, it don't matter. You know why? Because control is all there is to know. Yeah, true. I didn't see the model correctly and got burned twice. I had to zoom in super close to see where I had read it wrong. That's the advantage of being blind, bro. You can zoom in as hard as you want, and you will see exactly what no one else can see. Oh man, that was too funny, bro. Anyway, gentlemen, this thing doesn't wanna give, but not yet. What time is it though? We had it at 35. Now let's move it to, let's say 43. Let's move it 43, shall we? Nomos. What up, big bro? What up, big bro? How you doing? Yeah, so basically, here's something that I want you guys to address. I want you to go back and I want you to watch 2022 content, but I want you to dig in specifically. I want you to dig in to those fair value gaps. I want you to dig in and watch where the fair value gaps in the way that they print, like a natural fair value gap. I want you to dig in to the fair value gap of the 2022 model that fails. So 2022, it's going to give you a fair value gap where everybody intends to enter, and then that print, that structure, it's going to fail. But I want you to focus on where that fair value gap is so you can anticipate its failure. That's a free prompt for those who care. And if you think I'm just pulling your leg, hey, what can I do? What can I say? I'm just a random guy on YouTube, right? But if you do the study, you're only paying attention to the ones that fail. You will see things. This failure burned me many times when I started. I know. It's because I'm taking my guys, I'm taking them through, I'm taking them through 2022. But obviously, we're not doing 2022 like that. So, we're doing the Algowick 22. But yeah, like, obviously there's certain things that I've observed. There are things that I know for a fact. There are sequences that I know that I just trust. And you guys can see, like, clearly there's something I must know to be able to predict the price is going to be trash. I told you it's going to act as a controller. What's printing right now? Do you like this type of price action? What is this? What is this? What is this? So you want to tell me that I'm the one directing this price is trash? This consolidation here, like, it's just going sideways, folks. Like, this is a 40 handle range. Right? So if I am not the market maker, then how am I doing it? Maybe there are things that I can just point to. There are things that I can just Do you get me? Maybe there are things that I can just go. Maybe there are things that I can just eat. Get, coo, ba. You get me? Now we're turning everything into bars, like a rap song. You know what it is when we going along with the line in between. Everybody wanna see my King of Kings. Yeah, he's the Lord of Lords. Everybody wanna know where they're gonna flood with water. Don't bother. Let me tell you, if you say whatever, cause I got whichever too. Everybody want to see. Everybody, yeah, everybody, yeah. Do you like my rap song, man? I'm a freestyler, right? Imagine if my trading was as good as my rapping. Because I can guarantee you some people. Anyway, let me not get too far. But anyway, look. Where's Derek, gentlemen? Derek, where you at? Where you at, Derek? Is Derek here? Derek, if you're in the chat, come on out, man. Where's my bro? Where's Derek the man? I ain't got no spoon for you, Derek, but where you at, bro? I might have an actual model for you. I might have an actual model. But yeah, guys, listen. Price is trash, folks. Okay. This gives me an opportunity to talk about something for free. When you see these formations like that, you see a low, you see a higher low, but the previous low was shallow. Right? When you see these, you need to look at that lowest low and take note of it. Shallow raids are gay. Shallow raids are useless raids. I love a shallow raid because they give me exactly what I need to see. The shallow raids are the real secret. Trust me, if you're looking for, let me see if I can find like a proper raid for you. No, they're like, these are body raids. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. Phoenix is laughing. These are the kind of raids you want. They look like something, but they ain't really anything, folks. I love these kind of raids. These are what you call manipulation raids. So I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave it there. If I'm gonna make it so bold so that anyone who claims that we didn't anticipate that beforehand, we can bring him back. What time is it? It is 2:46. It is 2:46, almost 2:47 right now. We're gonna make that bold for them. Okay, so yeah, the 50% is being made. right? I'm gonna take it off, and I'm gonna take this off since we don't need it anymore. I'm just gonna leave that. I'm just gonna leave that there like that, just so you know we're making a point. That's all. And yeah, I made attention to this low before, but you know that was for the guys in Discord, so we don't need that. That's not a YouTube man thing. You get me? So this is a high. This is a higher close. You want to see in 20 seconds, do you get a busy? If you get a busy, you do not want this candle to close below the 50%. Let me show you. Like there. You just don't want to see the 50% body to close below. Pay attention. So this is for, you know, for like a, you know, a big man thing, like a rally man thing, right? You want to see this half. Let me show you. So this range, you want to see that breakaway, otherwise you're going to be sweating. Are you sweating? Did you see that manipulation? You see what I'm saying, folks? I was still just about to draw it out. You see the sweat? Are you sweating right now? Are they making you sweat? This is manipulation, folks. I'm telling you. Now, this one, you really don't want this to close inside this fair value gap, like this orange range right there. You do not want that because you're going to be sweating. Sweating like a sweater. Yeah? Oh. 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 Look at that. Coincidence? Coincidence. Are you sweating right now? Guys, candle by candle. Let them come do it. Let them come do it then. If they got it like they say, let them come do it. Let them come do it. I'm displaying a whole different world of precision and, you know, calling price and, you know, dictating what's going on. Explaining or trying to show, I mean, maybe I'm not explaining detail for obvious reasons. I'm not ICT, I'm not your mentor. So, you know, go to your mentor. You get me? But I'm displaying things, yo. Like clearly you can see. I told you, you do not want to see price close below. Right? Like right there. Now it didn't, which was good. But then the next one, you could see the money, boom, right there. Now this is what sweating looks like. This is sweaty time. Yeah? This is sweaty. And you're seeing those big spikes like boom, like boom. Sweaty. Sweaty is stress, folks. Sweaty is stress. This is your breakaway gap, by the way. Okay? This is your breakaway gap. The fact that they didn't give you this portion as a breakaway gap, it tells you you can do this. So this is 3 p.m. like that. So this is 3, no, that's, sorry, this is 3 p.m. This is 3 p.m. So what you want to see now is early into 3 p.m. You do not want any type of bearish order block, like below here. You just don't want it, trust me. What you would rather have, if you're bullish, of course, is this to just go, like just go. That's what you want, like that, like that. You just want it. You do not want any return into this yellow man thing, because what it's gonna give you is boom, 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 up, and then boom, 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 down, back to 27912. So that's what you don't want. You really don't want to see that, folks. Believe me. So what you want to see is for it to go. If you're bullish, if you start getting some wild card type of, you know, type of play in here, like this yellow thing, it's sweaty. This is sweat. This is manipulation. This is what we call recalibration. This is what you call indigenous control. Nah, I'm only messing. There's no such thing as indigenous control. Usman said, so if we inversed the silver bullet fair value gap, first utilization inversed, now 206 for example. Huh? 206, 206. Oh, that. 206 is your silver bullet fair value gap? Who's sweating right now? If you're sweating right now, put I in the chat. Are you sweaty? Is price action making you sweat? Are you sweaty? You know what's crazy, right? I can imagine those who would be watching this back, and they'll be like, "What is he talking about? Why is he talking about someone sweating? Like why is he? What's he talking about?" Like in normal days, for example, if we get fair value gap, silver bullet, you said we need to observe its first. Yes. No. Like I know. Yeah, I know what I said. There you go, people. There you go. There you go. But yeah, no, I know what you say. No, I'm just asking. Like, yeah, I'm asking people in the chat because I asked the guys in the Discord as well. Like, hey, I want to know who knows what the silver bullet fair value gap is. There you go, people. I told you. I told you. Let me show you something. I'm going to make this blue. No, I'm going to make it gray. I'm just going to make it gray. That's all. I'm just going to make it gray because I want to make it like blend with the, yeah, so we're going to make it gray and we're going to treat it like, because it's a volume imbalance and a fair value gap, so we're going to treat that like an NWOG. We're going to treat it like an NWOG. So the question is, how do you use your NWOG? How do you use your NWOG, people? Boom. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, sweaty. Are you sweating, gentlemen? Who's sweating right now? Sweaty, folks. I told you. There are things you want to see. And when you don't see them, it's sweaty. Squeaky bum time. Sweaty starfish. You get me? Oh my God. Oh my days. Sweaty, folks. Oh. You see that? How do you use your NWOG, people? How do you use your NWOG? What's the number one tool of an NWOG? How does it function? How does it function? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at that right there. Pretty close. No, it's not. No, it is not. Oh, yes. Tragic Alex. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a potential. We have a potential. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Tragic Alex, how you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing at Tragic Alex? Have you ever heard of implied NWOG? Yep, we are implying. How do you use the NWOG? How do you use your NWOG? What's your Tragic Alex? How do you use the NWOG? So Co-Trade said act as a magnet. Okay. Usman Earthling said it's a gap. Usman said sucks price. OG said LMAO do one fair value gap doesn't hold then do again. It's a fair value gap. Tragic Alex said new NWOG is new week opening gap. That's a fair. Yes, we know it. Yes, you're in the right zone, bro. Listen. You're right at home, bro. You're preaching to the choir. But how do you use what is the function of your NWOG? Talk to me, brother. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me, bro. What's the number one function of your NWOG? Since we know what an NWOG is. Ooh. Oof. Oof. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? How does an NWOG function? Okay, so I'm going to take this implied NWOG and I'm going to take it all the way here, like that. Boom. It attracts price like a magnet. Okay, cool. So when I said to you then that this quote unquote gray, yeah, we're going to treat it like an NWOG. What do you think I was implying then? Since we all know what an NWOG is. Okay, it's okay, bro. It's all right. I get it. I get it. Yes, it's a fair value gap. I totally made that statement. Maybe you didn't catch it. It's a volume imbalance with that high. Yes, we know it's a SIBI. We know what it is, but we are implying a function to it. Advanced concepts, bro. That's what we do here. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We all miss things here and there, you know. So now this gray zone is what I want you to pay attention to between this current price. Notice the struggle there. Yeah, but yeah. Cold trades is the function invert. Yeah, that's what I was implying there. That's what I was implying, that it's gonna, because of the way it came here. So basically, if you noticed, I said I wanted this to be a breakaway gap, and then I was pointing to the fact that the bodies, like a wick through, but the bodies were maintaining there, and then I had this there, and then, you know, while we tapped above the 50%, and I was saying that I want this candle. That's when I was drawing this this gray zone, and while I was doing that, I said I wanted it to be an NWOG, and I said if you're bullish, you know, you're gonna be sway, like you're gonna be feeling some pressure. That's what sway is, right? It attracts and repels price. Yes, sir. Be easy, my man. Tragic Alex said an inversion favor the gap. Coach said buddies told the story there. Cool, cool. Yeah. Yeah. So if you noticed, I said that these lows like that, they form like that to go higher and then do a, you know, curvature like for this low. But the question is, where's your high? I mean, your market maker sell model, if it was going to give a market maker sell model, it's going to have to give you this down first to give you a buy model, right? Low resistance liquidity down there. Yes, but I was painting candle by candle from 207 all the way to it was like, yeah, 222, I think. It was like about for 16 minutes. I was painting 15 candles from 207. So from 207 to 222, I was painting each candle as I was printing. And I mean each one. Not like skip one, and I was literally directing each candle with specific precision. And it panned out. So there you go. There you go, gentlemen. Here we are. There's your boom, 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 boom. Relative equal lows, your shallow low. And boom, 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 boom. Take that high. Like that. So I like the fact that they've created it like this. I'm happy with that. I'm very satisfied with that. Do you trade ICT 2022? Yes. Yes, sir. Everybody trades ICT 2022, even if they don't realize it. Every single person. There's no trader in the financial markets, retail or professional, who does not trade ICT 2022, whether they realize it or not. Anyway, we have this fair value gap here, the CB. Yep. We got that. I'm gonna make this back. Oh. Oh my days. Which one is the... Yeah, I think I messed up. I messed up one of my... Yep, I definitely messed something up. What is this one called then? I'm just gonna save this as orange, because I can't seem to... I like the orange one, man. There you go. Now we can pick orange. Boom. Boom. There you go. Cool. Phoenix said, we trade the cappuccino model. Tragic Alex said, I usually trade inversion fair value gaps with higher time frame discretion. Oh, cool. So I imagine you're trading inversion fair value gaps just like everybody else on Twitter, I think. I think most people on Twitter trade inversion fair value gaps. Well, some people, not most people. But I do notice 2022 a lot with higher time frames. OG said, I have a question, Cap. It confuses me a lot. Like today's example, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, the inversion fair value gap was respected really well. But on the 1 minute time frame, even though we had a break of structure, we also had an order block and fair value gaps below at a discount. In that case, wouldn't it be better to wait until, instead of going long immediately? I don't know which time on your 1 hour you're talking about. I imagine you're talking about, let's see what the brother is talking about. Yeah, let's see what the brother is talking about. I imagine you're talking about this one. Talking about 9 a.m. I imagine you're talking about 9 a.m. Are you talking about 9 a.m. OG? Okay, so you're saying with this inversion, this candle is like you have 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and then now you currently have 3 p.m. going higher, right? Are you saying wouldn't it be better for you to wait on the 1 minute? So we're talking 3 p.m.? No, 2 p.m., sorry. So on the 1 minute, we're talking between 2, like that, and right here. So you're saying, wouldn't it be better for you to wait for that? Is that what you mean? Help me understand. There you go, people. If you're bullish, you don't want to see all this nonsense, you'd be sweaty. But it's okay to sweat because you've got that CB there. Where's Derek? Derek, I tried to give you a signal, but you weren't here. No, under that. Where? What time? Give me the time. Give me timestamp. That's how I like to communicate, people. I like to communicate with timestamps so I can see what you're talking about. Talking about, yeah. Talking to artists. That's a nice hit, right? Ooh. Man. Wow. Let's see. Look at that. There you go. There's your interesting fair value gap there. Don't forget your NWOG, people. Remember your implied NWOG. And I moved it to 330. Yeah. And we said that's the one that we want to be referring to. So the closer it gets, the better. We want to see. So here's your first gauge, by the way. You want to see how close does it get before the regulator stops it from touching. You want to see the initial pause. If you start getting initial pauses, you can now start doing this. Like that. You can start doing, you can take this close to that low. Like that. And you can do it like that. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Listen, let me tell you guys something. Before, and I can say this because this is a fact, before ICT taught everybody on YouTube the second version of the event horizon, I was already using implied daily ranges. All the way from last year, people, I've been posting placeholders, I've been posting all kinds of things. And guess what? Price respects this guy's prices, zones. Zones, they call it. It respects my zones, not theirs, because they like to troll, so they never get the respect. Let me, like now, this is too many lines. I'm gonna make this huge so you can see the sensitivity. You see that, folks? You see that? Oh, are you seeing things that you've never seen before? I told you. You want to see this implied NWOG? You want to see if there's a pause. And if there is a pause, you take that first presented pause and you just want to get the event horizon between that. How about that? Now look at that. Does that look like recalibration to you? Does that look like it is reassessing the range? Does that look like it is sorting it out? Why is it using my quote unquote invisible arrays? What does that look like, folks? Would you say this is invisible? Pay attention, folks. Pay attention. We are designing the entire building. We are the architect. Pay attention, people. What I'm confused about is that we often respect the higher time frame, like the 1 hour, implied fair value gap, but when I drop down to the 1 minute or 5 minute, I often see more fair value gaps or order blocks below. 1 hour implied inversion fair value gap is being respected. The lower time frame doesn't seem to be in a great position for a long. Also, I think this 1 hour inversion is actually in premium, isn't it? I'm really trying to understand what you're saying. But if you mean that the inversion, I mean the 1 hour inversion, like this is the discount side of it, and price did go higher. Or am I mistaken? Am I getting something wrong? My people, I want you to pay good attention now. Don't fall asleep on me now. Don't you fall asleep on me. Don't you fall asleep on me, y'all. We have this implied NWOG. I told you, it's going to act as an NWOG. What happened? It pulled price through it. Closed above. Gapped open. You have a reset. Wicks right through. And then it rallies away to take liquidity into the fair value gap. And then I started talking about the quote-unquote gray zone. There's a reason it's gray, folks. Everything else is orange. Is an orange colored fair value gap, except for this one. And I said, when there's a pause, okay, that's the low. That's the first low that you get. You want to get that low to that specific implied NWOG, and you want to start tracking. Let me tell you something. People that say like, oh, the gradients. I don't use gradients, folks. I have showed you guys many times. This is what I look at. This is what I look at. 15, 5, 1, and 5 seconds. Okay? This is my active trading time frame. There's nothing on there. Nothing. Of course, I removed the one from the daily time frame from yesterday, but there's nothing there. All right? There's all kinds of stuff on there. It is to illustrate for you guys. It's to illustrate for you guys the things that I'm articulating, the things that I'm talking about, yeah? There's your fair value gap. Boom. It is working it through. Okay, cool. But we still have this implied deal. Like, it's an invisible array. This array doesn't exist, folks. This big, bold quadrant range, it doesn't exist. I'm just saying, for me, this not good zone for a long. Okay. Right. I understand. I think I get what you're trying to. I think I get what you're trying to say. But anyway, we have this big, like impossible. So you want to see that 50% like that? You would appreciate that 50%. I would appreciate that 50% to be tagged. And then, so it's tag first and then close below. Tag first. There's your tag. There is your tag. You see the 50%? You see the 50%, gentlemen? And then you see the tag? Ooh. Candle by candle, like magic. It's a sequence, people. Sequence that I'm following. I am following an order of things. Look at that, folks. You want to tell me that I'm the one that is telling every buyer and seller, you need to agree at 316 opening price? You want to tell me that's what it is? Is that what we're going to say? Are you going to say, okay, this guy clearly is painting the charts and therefore is determining whether they go and how they go? He's determining how far, what they tag first, where they close below. You want to tell me that I'm the one controlling the buying and selling of all of that? Pay attention. We're not done yet. What time is it? It is 3:17. 3:17. 3:17. Okay, it's cool. By the way, it's not like this. I'm just calculating how long I've been on stream for. That's all. That was nothing to do with the chart. Anyway, tag first. Okay, I like that. You all know what that is by now. Muniz Paul, I am officially adding to ICT on my on my watch list. Ooh. Gentlemen, look at that. Tag first and close below. Did it tag first and close below? It tagged first and closed below. Manipulated, sure. Look at where it stopped, folks. Look at that. Look at that low. 27. Just so you guys can see the prices, okay? Because I don't want nobody debating no nonsense. What's that low? 27964 and 25. You see it up there. You see where the mouse is? Yeah. When I hover over the candle, the low, the L, 27964 and 25. Look at this. The low of my implied PD array. Invisible. 27964.25. Come outside, yo. Look at this 50%. Tag first, close below, immediate recalibration. Immediate. Look at where it immediately went. Look at that. Listen, man. If you don't want to listen, that's on you. But you would never do it like Cappuccino Jones. You ain't never, ever gonna do it like Cappuccino Jones. Candle by candle, baby. We know exactly what's going on no matter where it goes. Exactly, to the T. We know what's going on. Anyway, let me take these off because clearly, what was that? Yeah, we don't need that anymore. Our most immediate concern is this. This was just a fair value gap there. We don't need that anymore. We don't need this anymore. This is why I said our concern is now this gray zone. And we're going to treat it like an NWOG. And I gave you all the ways, all the possible ways that you can use that NWOG, implied NWOG. Would you say this looks controlled, people? Candle by candle. I'm telling you what the specific candle must do first and then. And you can see how it's factoring the things that I'm annotating for you guys. You need it. It's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool. And guess what? Luckily for me, by God's grace, I have the ability to transfer these tools, these skills, into people's hands. Oh, by the way, actually, for Algowick, the founding members, there's 10 spaces left. Lifetime, locked in. There's 10 spaces left. So after 10, everything goes up. But pay attention, people. Pay attention. What time is it? Okay, 3:21. So in 3 seconds, Between OG say you trade all day. Some days, it's not every day. I don't do that anymore, if I'm being honest with you. But I used to. I used to. I used to, it becomes so addicting that it's all you do. And I guess in a way, like, I wouldn't call it addiction. I think I would call it more like when something finally hits for you, when something really, finally starts going your way, it's all you want to do. It's like a video game. Oh, man. Anyway. Yeah, so, but yeah, I used to. Like now, for example, like even a couple weeks back, it's all I was doing. Even a couple weeks back, it's all I was doing. So, and then I started Algowick, obviously, so I'm not able to do it the way that I'm doing. Like I'm not doing the frequency that I normally would, for sure. Especially like, say, if I'm like tired in a London session, then I just kind of, leave it for New York while I'm doing Algowick at the same time. Sometimes, like very, very, I mean, not all the time, but sometimes while we're here, even on YouTube, if I see a good opportunity, I just put a small thing on the side there. So, like you do what you got to do, But yeah, I think day traders day trade. That's what it is. Day traders day trade. It's what you got to do. Otherwise, what are you doing? Day traders day trade. So yeah, basically, what we have right now, you have the SIBI there. You have these lows like that. Like this is an amazing, amazing, amazing structure. I personally really, really, really like this structure. Like I really, really like this structure. I'm being honest with y'all. I really like this structure like that. I explained this earlier today, actually, in the way, these things print, in the way engineering works. I explained it earlier on Discord. I also touched a little bit about it, like in the way it's printing. It's like engineering. So, but yeah, you can see how retail called this a cup. Yeah, it looks like a cup, except that they don't know how to design a cup. I mean, I've been designing the cup the whole time. Like I'm giving them where the handle is gonna be. But I'm not using no. But then again, I did talk about the cup earlier in the space. I mean, in this live stream, I talked about how if you come to God with a small cup, He will fill it, He will make it overflow. But you brought the container, you brought the cup. But why not bring a big old bowl, a big cup? Because He's willing to fulfill. He's willing to fill your cup. And look at that, folks. We filling that cup right now. Oh, the cup of blessings. Ooh. The cup of blessings, yo. So here you go. You have, if we do this, you see that? Now, do not forget, you have, if you're bullish, you have No business down here. Zero. Believe me, no business down here. Especially this, let me put a line right there so you know what time we're talking about. No business down here. Definitely not 330. No business. That's if you're bullish. Okay, so I'm gonna take it off so you know what time we're talking about. But I already have the gray thingy there for you. There's your fair value gap again. No business, folks. Believe me. No business. You ain't got no business. You ain't got no business. So here's the thing, right? I know there are people who are taking trades on my analysis. I know that for a fact. They're using my analysis as a, as a handle to their cup. Okay? No business. You see what I mean? Let me show you. 330. You see where it is? No business down here. Definitely not by 330. Where are we going? Boom. There you go, folks. Don't let them tell you that you cannot tell price what to do. You cannot tell people no business, folks. Does it have business there? No. If you're bullish, it has no business there. Fair value gap. So bullish fair value gap, bullish order block. You came right into it and boom. High, high. Okay? That's how you treat that. No business. One more minute. That's how you want to play that. Zero business. But anyway, so between the 30 like that, I'm gonna put a line when the next candle opens in 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna show you something. Okay, boom, boom, shakalaka. There you go. So there's your raid. You see that? You do not want, and when I say you don't want something, like, it's a language to suggest that I expect somebody is taking trades on my analysis. I'm not stupid. Like, I'm not stupid. I know people do take executions on your read. But anyway, so there's your 330, and this is your horse smacking event right there. So now we know the range. We've got 20 minutes. We've got 20 candles to analyze. So I can take this off so you can know why we have this one here. Cap, you prefer order block or fair value gaps? I prefer neither. Neither. Both of them are rubbish. Both of them are not even close to the best of the best. And I don't care what anyone says. I know what I know, and I trust my level of detail, my level of focus, my level of instruction. And anybody relying on fair value gaps and order blocks, well, you can make it work. I mean, I use them both. But if you're asking me, do I prefer one or the other? I say neither, because both of them are not even close to the champions of PDRAs. And I get it. Somebody said there's no such thing as the best PDRAs and they're all equal, they're all the same. Yeah, I'm not stupid, man. I'm not stupid enough to believe. I'm not stupid enough to believe that, you know, that there's no one PDRA that is the best. ICT was trading all the blocks before fair value gaps. Yep. That's true. That's true. As far as the old content goes, he actually, I'm trying to wonder, which one did he introduce first? It's a good question, bro. OG. It's a really good question, actually. Nomo said, nah. LOL. Yeah, man. I've seen everything I need to see. I've heard all the things I need to hear. I mean, like, if somebody can tell you he's willing to keep something away from you, he wants to leave some things for his children, like whatever the narrative goes by, and then you're gonna believe everything they say when they clearly tell you, when they clearly told you. Like I've been saying this for the last 4 years. You know, I've been saying this for a long time. You have to have an independent mindset. So for me to crack the secrets or the things that allow me to be able to display to you guys, you know, these type of control and precision and the know-how, and it just seems like, okay, like price is respecting the things that I factor in. It's like, yo, you know, if you think I learned that by following every instruction, then Nomo said exactly, then that means there's a PDRA that is king. Absolutely. I see what you just did there. I see what, that's a good one. You got me, you got me. There's a PDRA that is king. And the king probably got knights, right? Almost. The king probably got knights. Oh man. Man like Lawrence. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny. That's funny, yo. Okay. So we are at 3:35. Man, that NWOG is really annoying, right? This invisible array, this implied NWOG. We moved it to 330 right here. I'm just gonna annotate it again right there, like that. You guys are seeing this, right? You guys are seeing this, yeah? Talk to me, gentlemen. Talk to me, people. You guys are seeing this. Pay attention, man. The show's not over. You guys are seeing this, yeah? Okay. Does this look controlled to you? The specific one. Yeah. You see how the invisible, quote unquote, invisible array price came right into it. Notice how this high, and that high just Pew, pow, boom, bada, bam, boom. So yeah, basically this low like that is your next eye. That's what you study. You want to get that low tagged first and then dealt with. That's what I would like to see. Absolute disrespect of all this area like that. Like that, people. I'm trying to show you something. I'm trying to show you something. But anyway, so this is the area where you expect the pause. You definitely like that. So we are gonna imply something like that, like that. Okay. So tag first. That's what you want to see. Tag first, and then that's what I would like to see. We got 35 seconds left, about 30 seconds. Okay, so we need to see a repeat. We need to see a body through there like that. So 94575, a body through 94575. 94575, a body through. That's what you want to see. Let me show you something. So this is 946, so definitely below that for sure. This is what an NWOG looks like, people. That's what an NWOG looks like. It's not an NWOG, obviously, but that's what it looks like. Body close below 94575, and then tag first. Not there, mate. Not there. There. Like a trip. Like a trip. Like. Almost, man. Almost. What's that close? 947. Interesting. Because now you're going to get some meandering manipulation thing. What time is this? Yeah, 9:50. It's 3:50. Okay. 3:50. What time is it currently? 3:40. Oh, okay. Oh, that is not bad. That is not bad, yo. Not bad. It gives me 10 candles. 10 candles to work with. But first of all, I want to see how does this play? This implied NWOG, how does it track? Because now we have, like, this has now become this. That's not become that, folks. It was here before. It went to 50%, reversed. So now this is the remainder. Now, I'll be honest. A rip through, I wouldn't even care about these bodies anymore. A rip through is like, I'm talking about rip through. That's what I like to see. A proper rip through. Like rip. That's what I would like to see. Hey, Mr. Carter, tell me when you been through. Where they at? Where they at? See that? My days. No. There you go. There's Nomos right there. I know Nomos is like, yo, it went to the Fair Valley guy, bro. Yo, bro. Rip through. Redeemer. Redeemer Kula, yo. Give me that speed, baby. You know you want it. How do you want it? How do you need it? How do you want it? Yeah. You see that? Low, low, low. I wonder why they're cooking it up like that. Why would they be cooking it up like that, people? Why would they be cooking this thing up like that? Why would they be cooking up these lows like that? Why are they cooking up these lows like that? Why? Why are they using this quote unquote implied NWOG like that? Why are they like cooking it up like that for a rip through? Rip through. I'm gonna do the mouse slowly. Rip through. Slow motion. Wisdom Onyedikachi. Onyedikachi. He said, which pair? This is a NASDAQ. So if you're using a CFD broker, then you're talking US 100, NAS 100. But this is the micro E-mini NASDAQ futures. OG said engineered liquidity. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. They're cooking it up. I just don't like the way like this is being factored already without speed. I just don't like that. Like you wanted to factor it with speed. But it's like it's factoring it, which is in a way which is okay. But then it's giving me piano, barcode patterns here. It's like a piano, So that's why I don't like it. But you guys can see the sensitivity to these. Like, especially this one. So this is what I'm trying to say, people. This is what I'm trying to say, folks. People will tell you you don't know how to design it. They'll tell you you don't know how to call it candle by candle. Like, okay. All right, then. Why don't you pull up a live stream and show me how it's done? Help a brother out. There you go. There's your tag. There's your tag first. Finally. There's your tag first, people. You see that? 1, 2, 3. Tag first and rip through. You see where the bodies are? Look. Look at the bodies. Look at the bodies, folks. Tag first and rip through. And what did we get there? I know. It's almost there, people. We are so close. Like, I think we've already gone beyond the... Let me try and get it for you. Hey, Mr. Carter, Tell me where you been through. There you go. We've gone to the, like, we are in such deep discount now that if you had it right at the top, you should not be greedy, by the way. Do not let greed have you. Don't let the spirit of greed have you. Don't be that person, folks. Do not be that person. I told you I designed all of this from 207, people. I designed all of this, and I told you, boom, 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 all the way up to come back down. Listen, I try to tell folks, man, but they don't want to listen. So it's okay. Now, are you always going to get me in this kind of mood every day? Nope. No, you're not. You're not always going to have me in this kindness, in the spirit of kindness. Nope. Today, I felt like I just wanted to razzle dazzle. You get me? I just wanted to show up and show off. A little sense of control. That's all. That was the intention today. You should not be greedy, folks. You see that? And if you noticed earlier, I was pointing the mouse to this area, like to this low and stuff, and this area. Anyway, whatever. Maybe I should have drawn the, anyway, next time that's what I'll do for clear articulation so nobody would be confused. What was he thinking? What was he looking at? What was he trying to, like, he says he does it candle by candle, but I ain't seen no candle by candle. Come on now. Hey, Mr. Carter. Now, listen up. When you smack a horse, be careful it doesn't kick. Okay? Make sure it doesn't kick. If you're going to smack your horse, just make sure it doesn't kick back. So you need to smack it enough for it to go. Okay? Because this horse is about to go in 20 seconds. In 20 seconds, you can anticipate Have you ever smacked a horse before, y'all? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Execution. Bang. Boom, boom, boom. Shaka laka. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to take this off just so I can make the point. You know, for people that say you can't, you see that? How's that for an end walk, y'all? How is that for control? How's that for control? I am not the one to be shocked, surprised, teased, tempted, disillusioned. You name all the words, bro. They ain't gonna get me. Next candle. Give me what I need, man. We are in the horse marking window. Give me what I need, baby. Don't be messing around now. Don't start doing some sideways nonsense now. Hey, Mr. Carter, tell me where you been true.
Here at the base.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm literally just waiting for this thing. I won't lie to you. I'm literally just waiting for this thing to take that low. That's it. But although we all know if you measure the low to the high, you already got 75%. So I should be grateful, right? But, you know, nah. Grateful for what? Give me my low. Or let go. But yeah, the fact that, we didn't get the fact that we're not getting that speed is that we're stuck in a consolidation matting. What's going on Twitter? Full hard locker. Oh wow. My man is, what's he posting? High City is so funny, man. Like he comes up with the best bars. The reason why, where, and when. No hope, no gamble, no guessing. Love it. Cook them, man. Cook them. Cook them. Let them have it, man. Let them have it. Let them have it, man. He ain't perfect for sure, but who is? Who is, yo? Do 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 do. Alrighty. Well, I am completely invalidated. I think I'm tired now. What time is it though? Yeah, so I think I did enough. I think I did all right. I mean, we had 75% of the market maker sell model. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Would you look at that? Not a bad shout. That's the horse smacking I was looking for. Now, I don't know what news that was about. I don't know what caused that spike. But I am getting tired. I would like that low. Just that low. Like, I know it's manipulation. I know it's a spike. I know whatever. But just that low. Just so we can say we called and printed the entire shape. The entire, market maker model. Although, like where it's at right now, if I'm being honest, like it could easily just do another spike and boom, take these highs. It could easily do that. And nobody's taking that trade. Nobody was able to take that spike, by the way. So let's not act like we got it going on. It's like boom, took that low, came all the way here, and I think that's it. But something tells me that low is so suspect. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, what kind of low is that? Are you gonna take it or what, man? Even if it's not a dealing range, do you always analyze the swing high to determine premium and discount? Yeah, you should always look at a swing high. You should always look at a swing high, if I'm being honest. Um, I don't always consider, you are right. Like I don't always consider the swing high as the actual dealing range, but you should always consider it. Number one, it's because you want to use the 20, 40, 60-day look back logic. So the EBITDA dealing range, you want to use that logic. That's why. So it's not that, it's not, I mean, it's not a 20, 40, 60 look back, but you just want to apply the logic. So that's why you want to use the long-term high just to factor it. And then you can use other highs or other lows. Uh, Earthling said, I'm out for a walk at the moment. We'll get back to the charts later for a review. Yeah, sure. Enjoy the walk, man. Enjoy the walk. I hope it's a scenery. I mean, it's a nice scenery for your walk. Muniz said, thanks for detailed analysis, bro. Second to ICT now for me. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot because, like I've said before, I know how hard I studied, yo. So I appreciate the compliment. I marked the dealing range first from top to bottom. Thanks, bro. Because if you look, we have a dealing range from the top and we back premium. Yeah, and we're already back to below the 75% for discount. It's crazy what's going on. Earthling said, yeah, weather is okay in the evening. Where are you from, Earthling, by the way? Where are you from? It is almost 11 p.m. my time. Oh, really? Oh, wow. So you're a bruv. Are you a brother? Are you a brother, yeah? Where in London you living at? Oh, you're a brother. Okay. All right. So you belong to the gangs in London, yeah? Huh? Oh, Efro. Yeah. I own that thing, you get me? I own Efro, you know. Yeah, Efro's mine, bro. Yeah, I took a nice trade. I took a nice trade, yeah. And guess what? I put down them pound sterling down in it. I lay down the table like that. And I was like, bra pa pa pa. You get me? Like, yeah, man. Yeah, Efro. Now, take that low for me. Take that low for me. Come on now. Give me that low, baby. Don't tease me. Give me that. Bah! Bra pa 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 pa. Bra pa 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 pa. Bang! You get me? That's the alarm. You get me, yeah? That's the alarm, yeah? Yeah. That's the alarm. You get me? You know what time it is, fam. Bruh. It's a bad man team. You get me? All the way from Efro. Listen. I was looking at the thing, yeah, and I'm like, man, I'm getting embarrassed up here, man. What's going on? This thing just doesn't want to hit my low, fam. I'm like, what is going on? Right on cue, right on time. Bang! Another day, another successful live stream. I was like, what is going on? This thing should go down. Like, what the hell is going on here? So, are you not entertained? Now, I'm pretty sure this impresses some of you. You saw me paint from 207 all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, bro. And then, boom, shakalaka. I explained all the engineering, everything. Boom, right there, top. Remember, manual intervention stuff. Oh, anyway, I hope you like this one. I'm definitely going to call the name of this live stream Market Maker Model. What would you name this live stream actually? I think it'd be Market Maker Model Dictation. Dictation? No. The new Trump. I know, right? The Trump Market Maker Model or something. Yeah, I'm definitely going to call it Market Maker Model or something like that. Boom. That was beautiful, man. Okay, thank you for coming out. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. What a successful stream, man. See you guys later. End broadcast. God bless.